Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to give you guys a look at the Asus G73 JWA1. Now this is part of the Republic of Gamers lineup from Asus, directly targeted at competing with Dell's Alienware desktop replacement systems that are obviously gaming centric. Now this behemoth does weigh in at a little over 8 pounds, but that's pretty good considering it's got a 17.3-inch 1080p LED backlit display, which is why I'm showing it to you right now. I wanted you guys to see the quality. As you can see, I've got a couple tabs open here in Internet Explorer just to show you guys how it looks and works, show you some actual page scrolling. Everything's really smooth, everything's really fast, as it should be. I'm going to get to the specs and you guys will know why it's a very fast machine. Suggested retail on this was $2,000 when it launched back in October. They have refreshed the lineup. I'll get to that a little bit later. Let's take a look at the backlit keyboard now that you've seen the screen quality. By the way, the screen quality is very good. However, it does not live up to the standard set by the Dell XPS 15 that I previously reviewed. So I just want you guys to know that. I did expect something a little bit better out of such a high-end gaming desktop replacement system like this, Asus. Now, looking at the keyboard, really nice layout, full keyboard. They did give you a full number pad as well, which is a nice touch, especially for a gamer. However, I did find it left the keyboard a little bit cramped. I'll show you guys when the lights are up. Some of the unused space, not in love with. As you can see up in the left corner, you've got some dedicated keys that Asus has thrown in there for things like backlighting control, as well as overclocking and things of that nature, which are, of course, again, focused on the gaming-centric theme of this laptop. In the upper right corner, you can see you've got your power button, and I'm going to show you guys the touchpad because you can't really see it in the dark, so let me bring up the lights. Again, this laptop was originally suggested retail of $2,000. The current second-gen Core i7 Sandy Bridge versions of this that you can find at stores like Best Buy now are ranging anywhere from, I believe, $1,300 to around $2,000 or maybe $1,500. So depends what you're really looking for. But if you're a gamer, this is definitely something to consider other than the Alienware line. So now you can see what the keyboard looks like, obviously with traditional lighting. Pretty big trackpad, no real issues with that. Not in love with the sticker parade here. The build quality is really nice on the machine, which I'll get to in a second. Do like the rubberized plastic texture, but I do feel like this is going to wear down pretty quickly. It just seems like it's not the most resilient surface to have there. Overall, again, like I said, the keyboard's pretty basic. Not in love with the fact that you've got this wasted space on the left and right side of the machine. Speakers, as you can see, are up here. Very good quality. Not as good as what we saw from the Dell XPS 15 that I previously reviewed, but still nothing to laugh at. Really solid performance. Let's move back to the screen before I show you guys the actual build quality. And again, this is the screen obviously under normal lighting conditions. And again, really good quality, no complaints. It's just that if you have it side by side with something like the XPS 15, the one that I previously reviewed, you are going to see that brightness, color saturation, and accuracy just are not up to snuff with the XPS. But on the whole, really do like the screen. Keep in mind with this 8-cell battery, you're only going to get an hour of battery life off of the plug. So if you plan on actually taking this thing away from an outlet, you're kind of kidding yourself. You've got that 2-megapixel webcam up there at the top, pretty much standard fare. Does its job, no complaints about that at all. To go over specs before I show you guys the build, it is a first-gen Core i7 that this machine is packing. It's the 740QM. It's clocked at 1.7 gigahertz, 2.93 with the turbo boost. You got 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM, so no slouch there. You've also got a terabyte of storage space. I say of storage space because it's actually split between two 500 gig 7200 RPM drives. In addition to that, most importantly, you've got the NVIDIA GTX 460M graphics card with 1.5 gigs of dedicated RAM, which is where this machine really shines. It even outperforms, of course, the Dell XPS 15 with that 525M, which is a later gen, a newer gen card, but clearly this is a higher end card, so it still outperforms that new XPS that I just reviewed. Outside of that, let me just show you guys the actual build quality, since that's all that's really left to do. So let me go ahead and actually first lower the shot back to the keyboard here, and then just go ahead and show you guys the top lid, which, as you can see, has the Asus logo as well as the Republic of Gamers logo. Nice finish. Again, a rubberized texture finish on this. You won't see that on many laptops. It does differentiate the product. Do really like that. Let me show you guys the front of the machine. Again, this does weigh in at a little over 8 pounds. As you can see right there, you've got your LED indicators for Wi-Fi, charging, battery, as well as hard drive activity. On the bottom of the machine, you can see right here, we've got the subwoofer. Again, sound pretty solid. Here's your bay for doing some memory upgrades. I'm not sure, and I would imagine there's access to the hard drive there as well, although I have not opened it up. As you can see right there, you've got the 8-cell battery I mentioned before that comes standard, which will yield about an hour of battery life off of the plug. On the right side of the machine, you're looking at your power plug as well as your VGA, HDMI, USB. They do include one USB 3.0 port here, but of course the new version is all 3.0. There's your memory card reader. As I go to the left side of the machine, you can see you've got your microphone, or rather headphone jack, microphone port, another USB port, then also your Blu-ray drive. It does come with a Blu-ray read only drive, so that's nice. And then a USB port and an Ethernet port. So that pretty much rounds out, the overall build, and quality is really good, really solid machine. Again, it certainly could have weighed more for the pack of, or rather the punch that it packs. It is still, though, quite large. You can see a thick machine. Do like that they kind of angled it to give you a little bit better of an overall angle when dealing with the keyboard, because typing ergonomically, it just does seem to fit a little bit better. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.